Don't screw this up, Matt Pat. Gordon Ramsay is watching you, judging your every move. Don't screw this up, Matt Pat. Gordon Ramsay is... Alright, let's try to think about this logically. In what order should a burger's ingredients be stacked? If the lettuce is on the bottom, it'll catch the juices and keep the bottom bun from getting soggy, right? But if the lettuce is on the bottom, it could block the flavors above it from reaching the taste buds. Should I spread sauces on top of the bottom bun or under the top bun or both? And the cheese, it goes on top of the patty, right? Of course it does. What are you, some kind of under patty sociopath? Although, maybe that's what Gordon Ramsay wants us to be. Okay, focus up. Where do the onions go? Time to make a decision, Matt Pat. Time to... Oh, nice. He died of boredom during my interior monologue. Oh man, it got cold. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that strives to be well done, unlike your burger. Food Theory is a channel all about optimizing your food experience, even the finer nuances that don't always get a lot of consideration, which is why today we're tackling proper burger stack order. Now look, I get it. The order in which your burger ingredients are stacked might seem nitpicky and pedantic, but there are real reasons why this matters, people. Nobody likes their burger falling apart before it gets to their mouth, and stack order plays a huge role in that. I cannot tell you the number of delicious burgers that have been ruined for me because the sauces and the lettuce mixed together to create like a slip and slide for the patty and then whoop, out of the bun. Plus, there's the whole matter of how stack order affects the bite experience itself. Two burgers with identical ingredients but different stack orders can result in two different experiences. Bun sogginess, lettuce crispness, heck, certain flavors could even become more pronounced depending on the location in the stack. The way I see it is that there are two types of people out there in the world. Those who worry about the order in which their burger ingredients are stacked, and those who don't. If you're part of the latter group, don't fret, because it turns out there are plenty of people out here worrying about this on your behalf. We got news of this a few years back when a Twitter user by the name of Thomas Bakedel made this astute observation. Quote, I think we need to have a discussion about how Google's burger emoji is placing the cheese underneath the burger while Apple puts it on top. And, well, that conversation definitely happened. Bakedel's tweet blew up, articles were written, and basically the entire internet weighed in on how awful Google's burger emoji stack order was. And it worked. Google corrected their burger emoji in the very next Android update. Plus, all the other burger emojis wound up getting dragged into the conversation, allowing the nitty-gritty subtleties of burger order stack to be discussed out in the open. Bakedel's thread attracted an array of opinions, such as lettuce on the bottom is an abomination. Lettuce protects bun from becoming soggy with meat juice. The hot meat makes the lettuce wilt. You need the tomato as a buffer from the heat. The Samsung one is even worse. Lettuce between the burger and the cheese. It's from top to bottom, lettuce, cheese, tomato, onions, burger. Bottom to top should be lettuce, tomato, burger, cheese. Any other way is sacrilege. Suffice it to say, the internet did not reach consensus that day. People basically agreed that the patty should go between the buns, and that was it. So obviously the world needs a definitive answer to this hamburger humdinger. That is why today Food Theory is going to determine precisely what the optimal stack order is once and for all. Now, before we can test different burger stack orders, we're going to need to agree on a standard set of ingredients. This is easier said than done because there's really no one with final say on the subject. Get it together, hamburgers. The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council over there rules over all wiener-related things with an iron fist. Someone from your camp needs to step it up, and no, it is not going to be this guy. Granted, a great number of foodies and chefs have strong opinions on what should and should not go on a hamburger, but even they can't agree on something as simple as whether ketchup should go on a burger or not, let alone any of the other ingredients. But weirdly enough, there is a lot of ingredient agreement across the various burger emojis. I mean, just look at them all side by side. They all basically have the same stuff in different orders. Buns, patty, cheese, lettuce, tomato. And I see you, WhatsApp, going into more detail than the others. You've added ketchup and possibly onion underneath it. Honestly, I'm cool with all of these ingredients. They all feel like solid examples of what you'd find on a typical burger, especially here in the US. But I also want to toss two other classic ingredients into the mix for the sake of today's experiment. Pickles and mayo, which will add some height and some slipperiness to the burgers to help separate the burger stability men from the burger stability boys. Alright, so now on to the fun stuff. Let's select which stack order is best. The first one we're going to call the Whopper with Cheese stack. This one's pretty straightforward. If you order a Whopper with cheese at Burger King, you get a burger with the exact same ingredients that were stacked today. From bottom to top, the Whopper with cheese is stacked like so. Bottom bun, patty, cheese, pickles, ketchup, onion, tomato, lettuce, mayo top bun. Also, this happens to be a very popular stack order amongst the burger emojis. Facebook, Messenger, and Microsoft all stack their emojis with the patty on the bottom, with cheese, tomatoes, and lettuce above. And after Google got shamed into changing their burger emoji, they went with this stack order as well. Considering how many emojis in world-famous hamburgers are patterned after the stack order, it definitely feels like the Whopper with cheese is like the #1 seed in this competition with a great shot at winning. The next stack order we're gonna test is a little something I like to call the WhatsApp Ramsey. Gordon Ramsay did not give us permission to use his name for this burger, but he's done it. I hope he was angry enough to call me a dog to my face, thereby fulfilling the last item on my list. Our thinking with this one is that the stack order of WhatsApp's burger emoji and Ramsay's quote perfect burger are actually pretty similar, with the lettuce leaf on the bottom, a tomato on top of that, then the patty, then the cheese and onion on top. Now, there are obviously some differences between the two burgers. For example, Ramsay grills his onions, whereas our test burgers are going to use raw sliced onions. Also, Ramsay's burger doesn't use ketchup, whereas the WhatsApp burger emoji does. Ramsay does place a lot of importance on using sauce to glue the burger together at multiple levels, however.
How many times have you seen guests that have opened up a burger, they try to put ketchup or mayonnaise? Once you've assembled a burger, you can't break it down. You've got to put it together, piece it nice and whole.
So we're going to borrow that tactic with our sauces, mayo, and ketchup. In the end, our WhatsApp Ramsay burger goes bottom bun, mayo, lettuce, tomato, then another touch of mayo,
Just a touch.
followed by the patty with the cheese melted on it. On top of that, we'll put pickles, onions, then the top bun with ketchup applied to the underside for gluing purposes. One last note, Gordon Ramsay finds pickles too acidic for his perfect burger, but again, we're more concerned about the integrity of our experiment today. Our next burger is a fun one. I'm calling it the Krabby Samsung Stack. See, if you look at the Samsung emoji, they do something weird. They put a piece of lettuce between the meat and the cheese. But here's the thing, they're not alone. There's another sandwich that you might be familiar with that's stacked in the exact same way, the double Krabby Patty with the works.
I can't put a patty on a bun with lettuce, cheese, onions, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard, pickles, and top bun together in that order.
Now, I'm not going to try to apply a whole lot of logic to this. SpongeBob calls it a double, but there's still only one patty. Instead, I'm just going to swap the mustard out for mayo and call it a day. The Krabby Samsung starts with a bottom bun, then a patty, lettuce, cheese, onions, tomato, ketchup, mayo, pickles, and top bun. Finally, I want to make sure that we pit the Apple burger emoji head-to-head against the original Google burger emoji. There's the off chance that Google was right all along and actually created the best burger stack of it all. So with this in mind, I came up with the Apple Hat Stack and the Google Hat Stack. Basically, both of these burger stacks begin with the ingredients exactly as presented in their respective emojis, but wearing a hat made out of the other necessary ingredients. So the Apple Hat Stack begins with the bottom bun, then lettuce, patty, cheese, and tomato, exactly as the emoji shows. But then it gets its hat of ketchup, pickle, onion, mayo, top bun. Same story with the Google Hat Stack. We start with the emoji exactly as presented, bottom bun, cheese, patty, tomato, lettuce, and then it receives the exact same hat setup, ketchup, pickle, onion, mayo, top bun. So, you excited to put these burgers to the test? Probably not as excited as Steph and I are, because we actually get to eat them. We'll be judging the burgers in two categories. For lack of a better term, we'll call the first category taste. Granted, all the burgers should taste nearly identical, given the fact that they'll be grilled the same way and constructed with identical ingredients, but the taste category is going to take everything the mouth senses into consideration. Taste, texture, temperature on the tongue. Basically, it'll consider the whole symphony of senses going on in your mouth. Steph and I will give each burger a score of 1 to 10 for taste, with 10 being the best. The second category will be structural integrity. Nobody likes a burger that falls apart easily, and stacked order is important. A burger may earn up to 5 points in the table wiggle portion of the test, and it can earn an additional 5 points during the actual eating phase of the test. So with all those rules outlined and our contestants lined up, it's time for that sweet, sweet Dad Pat grilling montage.
Oh, let's go.
I can't, I'm attached to my microphone.
Yeah, me too.
One of these days we'll get wireless microphones. Today is not that day. We eventually made it back into the house where we began assembling our 5 test burgers. First up was the Whopper with cheese stack.
Okay, ready? And scorch.
So that's one. Show it off to the camera, Steph.
Ooh. Oh, it is a beautiful burger. It is really, really nice.
I mean, it looked visually really good.
Great.
But the combination of onion, ketchup, lettuce, and pickle. I think that's gonna create a little slip and slide for the burger.
I love a Whopper though.
Let's set that one aside, because next up, what's that, Ramsey?
It looks also good. I'm just hungry.
It's the same combination of ingredients. They all are. Here we go. The Krabby Patty Samsung. The Krabby Samsung. This is the SpongeBob approved method. Oh no. It's a good SpongeBob, right? No! And then finally, pickles. Right? It's a slippery sloppy method.
Oh, it's so wet.
Ew, so wet. All right, there you go. Huh, Krabby Patty. Double Krabby with cheese.
That's not what I expected. Double Krabby Patty with cheese.
Last two. Google has this, the original Google emoji. The problem that everyone has with this one is that it is on the bottom, which seems odd.
It's closer to your tongue, actually, which I kind of appreciate because sometimes cheese gets lost in the burger.
That's what I was thinking. I think this one might actually have a substantially different flavor than the other ones because the cheese is tasteless first.
Some of these are getting kind of precariously stacked, but these are very
Krabby Samsung has already fallen over, and I don't know why.
Come on, Krabby Samsung.
Look at this. It's already fallen. Lastly, apple hat. Onion.
Okay, onion. 1, 2, and 3.
And mayo on the top bun.
Mayo on the top bun.
Mayo on the top bun.
Mayo on the top bun. Mayo on the top bun. Mayo on the mayo on the mayo on the top bun. Oh no, that's just, we can't, no, this is just too white, I just can't.
Mayo on the top bun. Oh god. Mayo on the top bun. Do you think this is why some people on the internet call me a lol cow? As in one who they can milk for the lols?
Oh, that's so accurate. I hadn't even heard that.
I'm a lol cow.
Okay, here's one burger.
Apple burger.
This channel is a lol cow. I mean,
Oh.
this whole channel.
Our udders are full milk guts.
I'm leaving. My microphone doesn't stretch far enough for me to actually leave the frame any other way. Okay. I hate everything right now.
All right, and with that, our setup is complete. Time to eat. Well, not quite. First, step